Vietnam. This is our first time here, and today we're exploring Ho Chi Minh City.
That's right. The city is so full of history, beautiful architecture, and is actually the largest city in all of Vietnam. It used to be called Saigon, but now it's referred to as both Saigon and Ho Chi Minh City, so we're probably going to be interchanging between those two names throughout this video.
Vietnam has been #1 on our bucket list for so long, so I actually cannot believe that we're here, and I'm so excited to explore.
If you're wondering what's kind of going on behind us, we have this giant dragon. It was recently Lunar New Year, so this is to welcome in the year of the dragon.
I love it. Ah! Oh, it almost hit me in the head. So if you've never seen our beautiful faces before, we're Eric and Sarah, and we just spent the last 2 months in the Philippines and arrived here in Vietnam, and we're about to do the same. So if you have any recommendations for us for our 2 months here in Vietnam, we'd love to hear them.
Our first stop here is the Cafe Apartments. It is super hot here in Ho Chi Minh City, so we're starting really early, but that also means that it's breakfast time. So we want to go in there and get some food. Two people. Gotta pay for the elevator.
Ooh, this is so cute in here. Whoa, this is so cool. You can look down at the street. I love this.
I was reading online that these apartments used to be army barracks, but when the army was done with them, they actually just became shipyard worker housing because it's so close to the Saigon River. It was kind of the perfect location. And about 10, 15 years ago, they started turning them into these cute little cafe apartments. And I really like it. It also looks like there's some people who actually still live in these apartments as well.
Thank you. Wow.
What did you all order?
A lot of things. I went for it. I'm hungry. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Look at this.
What are we working with here?
Wow. So we went to pretty much every floor of this building, and it's really fun actually to walk through because every floor and every cafe has their own kind of vibe going on. So we're here at Good Cafe, and it has a nice view, obviously, as we showed you. And we realized when walking through that it's definitely more of a dessert drink kind of place in this building, not as much breakfast available. So we did order these Vietnamese buns with meat and cheese on them because I need a little food in my system. They also came with Vietnamese coffee, so this is Eric's hot and mine cold, but apparently that's made with Robusta beans instead of Arabica beans, so they just have a bit of a different, more robust flavor. Then I also got this very berry smoothie and this lychee and kiwi tea. So can you tell I was hungry? I'm so excited to try this. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's so good. Amazing. I want to try this one now too, actually.
I'll try everything.
Oh, also delicious. Love that this is in like a little fish bowl. Amazing. Coffee. Ooh, that is very strong after the 2 other sweet drinks. Very good though. Wow, that is awesome. Now, do I just need to try this? I feel like I'm on a roll now.
Try it all.
Is this ketchup?
I think it's ketchup.
Yummy. It's like a tiny little baguette. So cute.
Yeah, that's very strong coffee.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Woo. Woo. Real kick to the system.
Kick to the system. It's also just so nice to sit here and just overlook the city. I feel like this is kind of the perfect way to start our day here in Saigon. It's amazing how many cafes and work spots there are here in Ho Chi Minh City, but now that we're somewhere new, we're a little bit worried about connecting to different Wi-Fi networks. Public networks, especially in like cafes and restaurants, are known to be a little bit sketchy, and we'll often get this little notification that says network is not secure, and that's a little bit of a red flag for us. Luckily, we've partnered with NordVPN to tackle this exact issue. Wi-Fi networks, especially free public Wi-Fi, can be compromised by criminals to intercept your data without you even knowing. For example, you happen to be at a cafe when you remember that you really wanted to book that tour that you'd heard about. You find a network and it's called something like Cafe Free Wi-Fi, so you connect to it. But little do you know that it's a fake network set up by someone to intercept your data and harvest the sensitive data that you've put into these unencrypted websites. These criminals can now use this data or sell it on the dark web for other people to use. It's pretty scary stuff, but there is a solution. Encrypt your online traffic with NordVPN at all times to keep these criminals out. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, there really is no risk in trying out NordVPN. Plus, if you use our specific link in the description or go to nordvpn.com/Eric and Sarah, you can even get 4 bonus months if you purchase a 2-year plan with NordVPN. This is something we can't believe we ever really lived without. We're on the internet all the time, and it's just nice to have peace of mind whenever we're traveling, which is a lot. So Ho Chi Minh City is sectioned off into 24 different districts. We're staying here in District 1 because it's super walkable. We're right nearby all of the major landmarks. We're actually staying at a hotel called the Oscar Saigon Hotel, and we're right on Win Way Street, which is one of the major walking streets here in Saigon. Even so, it is super hot, as I mentioned before, and so we're going to a place that's nearby, but we want to take scooters for the very first time.
Scooter in Vietnam. Woohoo! Water below.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
This is the problem with taking Grabs separately is you don't go together. You must be at a different entrance. But. Good sir, where are you?
Where the heck were you? He dropped
I found you. I missed you.
He dropped you off at a different spot.
Oh, you thought we lost me for good?
Finally, I thought I finally lost you for good.
Yeah. You would have been so sad if I was gone forever.
It's true.
Well, that was really fun.
Oh, that was awesome.
I love that.
I honestly thought that was so much fun. It was really short. It was only like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We literally could have just walked here, but
14,000 dong, so.
Yeah, that's right.
But man, that makes me want to take Grabs all over the city.
Super cool.
This is Ben Van Market, and this is one of the most popular markets in Ho Chi Minh, especially for tourists, as you can see. It is hopping in here.
Hello, buy something else, souvenir?
No, thank you. Oh, everything is so beautiful in here. I have no need for a teapot, but I just want to buy one of all of these. They're so cute. All the bowls are cute. All the cups are cute. Everything's so cute.
Is it cute?
We should just travel with a bigger suitcase there for the house we don't have. I just want to buy all the things.
Whoa. That's a nice hat.
Should I get one of these?
You should definitely get one of those.
I really thought they were going to have a strap. They're like very loosely on your head.
I like that. That's such a fun little souvenir.
This is so cute. I also love that people actually wear these. Like you see a lot of people on the streets actually wearing these kind of hats. What are these hats called?
Nón lá.
Noya?
Nón lá.
Nola.
Yeah.
Nola.
Nón lá.
Nola hats.
Yeah.
And how do you say hat in Vietnamese?
Nón.
No?
Nón.
No?
Nón. Yeah.
La.
Yeah.
Nola. Okay. This is a Nola. Nola.
Nola.
Non?
Non, la.
La. Non la.
Non la.
Okay.
Non la.
Wow. Really trying to practice my Vietnamese, but it's a hard language. How do you even get your bike out? You know?
There's so many.
What if that was my bike? How do you get that out? It's a Tetris game.
Yeah, you just move bikes around.
as you can see behind us, this is the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's completely covered in scaffolding, and by the looks of all the plants growing up it, it's been like that for a while.
Which is kind of sad because this is an iconic building in Ho Chi Minh City. It's supposed to be just really beautiful when there's not scaffolding on it. It has all this beautiful orangish red brick. So we're kind of sad we can't show you what it actually looks like.
That's right, but the reason we wanted to sit in front of it and talk about it is because this is like a key sort of feature about Vietnam, was that it was colonized by the French. So there's a lot of French architecture throughout this city, and this is in particular like one of the most interesting ones. I really feel bad that we can't show it to you like in its glory, but it's honestly just really cool being in the center here. You have so many historical landmarks like the cathedral, you have the post office, but you also have this one little building right here. You can kind of see it. This is where one of the most iconic photos of the Vietnam War was taken. This is where one of the last helicopters from the United States took off to evacuate people from Vietnam. I believe the photo was taken a day before the Vietnam War officially ended, but it's just so cool to be in a city with so much historical significance. I feel like I grew up hearing about the Vietnam War. I feel like I wasn't affected as much being a Canadian, but I know so many people that were affected, and it's just so interesting to be in a place that has such strong historical significance. One more little tidbit of information just because we're here, and I find this so interesting. This is the central post office here in Saigon, and this building was designed by an architect, a French architect, known as Gustave Eiffel. You may know him from such things as the Statue of Liberty and the Eiffel Tower. I just find it so cool to be in a place where this building was designed by such a famous architect. One of the most fascinating parts about this building is that this clock has been running for over 130 years. That's so cool. I think this might be like the most peaceful part of the whole city.
Oh, it's so nice in here right now. This is Book Street, and it's just a bunch of stores and cafes with books, which is so cool. But yeah, like Eric said, it's so peaceful in here, especially because it's like kind of between two really busy streets.
Yeah.
But it seems like just a place that everyone comes to read, sit at a cafe.
I almost feel bad for talking right now.
I know.
It's like you're almost in like a library about a whole street.
It's like a little nerdy book reading oasis in the middle of the city.
I love it.
My dream kind of spot. One of our favorite things about Saigon so far is just the organized chaos of this city, especially on the sidewalks here, because they're just people selling things everywhere. Scooters and motorbikes just ride on the sidewalks when they need to, and crossing the streets here is a whole other world because really no one stops for you. They just kind of slow down and you just kind of have to make your way across, and it's just, I don't know, somehow it just all kind of works, but man, it is just like so shocking and such an adjustment for us. We are high up here, floor 49. Yikes. My head's like, where are we?
Yeah, that might have been like the fastest elevator we've ever been on.
Yeah, my ears are popping and now my head's like, where am I? I'm in space. This looks so cool though. Look how much of the city you can see. I'm so thirsty. I feel like I'm just scrounging for water everywhere. They told us there's free water up here, and I almost just stole this random lady working at the front desk. I just stole her water, and she's like, no, that's not the free water. I'm just so thirsty.
Found it.
I found my complimentary water. I'm so thirsty.
Easy.
I actually don't know if I've ever been this thirsty my whole life. I don't know what's happening. Oh, wow, this is gorgeous. Let's go look at gotta be more quiet.
This is quite amazing because you actually get a whole 360-degree view of the city. It's kind of the perfect place to watch sunset because you can actually watch the sun setting on one side, but also the sun reflecting on all the buildings on the other side. You can actually see right now out of this window, there is the tallest building in all of Vietnam, and it is just such a beautiful view from up here. Well, that was amazing.
That was so cool.
I feel as far as like a cultural art show, that was like fantastic.
Also way funnier than I was expecting. Like, not only was it so cool, the puppets were so intricate and they moved so cool, but also just actually hilarious. Like, we didn't understand a word of it, but we still got all of the storylines, and it was actually, I was like audibly laughing multiple times. It was so good.
Absolutely, highly recommend going to the Golden Dragon Water Puppet Theater.
Amazing.
Mouthful, but really good.
World Cup qualifiers tonight, so that's why they set up this whole middle area with a bunch of screens and everyone's watching it. And it just, I don't know, it's just so cool that the whole community is here. And my favorite part is everyone sitting on their scooters watching it. Not like their scooters are just parked and they're sitting in the middle. It's like everyone's on their scooters, and I feel like that's just the epitome of Vietnam to me, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna completely butcher this. This is called Ban Trang Nguyen.
Are you sure?
I'm not totally sure. Everything is in Vietnamese, which makes sense. We're in Vietnam. This is like a Vietnamese pizza, it says online. Basically, they have all these different toppings. They cook it right on the street, and they crack what looks like a quail egg onto it.
It's like the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce. It's so cool, but it's awesome because everyone's here eating this, and they're just sitting on these stools that are like super short.
Yeah, this is like the thing with street food here.
Yeah.
No matter what you order on the street, everyone sits in these really, really tiny stools.
Yeah.
Kind of like it though. It's kind of a vibe.
Totally.
But yeah, it's on rice paper, and then yeah, there's just some. I think this one had some sort of like fish and pork. There's some chives, other sort of veggies in there, and man, it looks great.
Yeah.
There's definitely the sriracha sauce too.
But I think what is like the best about these things is they put like a cream cheese on it, and it's like, it totally just completes the whole meal. I actually want to get these like every night that we're here.
These are so good. So good. It's also such an interesting experience for us being in Vietnam, even though we've only been here a couple days now. Because we realize this is the first country visited where we don't speak any of the language whatsoever. Because we speak Spanish, so we've always traveled a lot of Latin America. We can at least speak that as our second language. And the Philippines has so much English. So this is the first time where yeah, I mean, in this touristy area, quite a few people will speak English, but there's a lot of people that speak no English whatsoever, which is really cool. But it's just such a different experience for us to have to actually.
I love it. I honestly,
I think it's
honestly
cool.
really enjoying like navigating, like not being able to speak the language.
Yeah, and
It's
having
really
to use
fun.
Google Translate and gestures a lot more. We've never really had to be that immersed and that, I don't know, like we're just so in the dark, we have no idea what we're doing. But I love it. It's actually awesome.
Well, if today is any indication of how the next 2 months are gonna go, this is gonna be a wild time here in Vietnam.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. And next video, we're going on a food tour, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that.
That's right.
And we'll see you in that one.
Ciao. 2 hands.
Here, we're in freaking Vietnam
I know,
right now.
I'm actually so
We're in
stoked.
Vietnam. It's what we've been saying all day.
All day. It's like,
We're in Vietnam.
We were like
What?
we were in the puppet show, and I whispered in Sarah's ear, "We're in Vietnam right now."
This doesn't even feel real.
Totally.